low budget, and it was too much. We had like 3 or 4 sites open, and we had only a handful of us doing it, and it overwhelmed us. So in subsequent years, we sought help, and we found it here in the homeschooled kids and parents. And so by 2000, the school tour now solely at Paper Mill House and being planned and presented by homeschooled student guides and their parents and Historical Society volunteers. So this place that was such a wreck down here, looking pretty spiffy up here, looks pretty spiffy today. And just update, in 2013, the History in Pennsylvania Awards for educational programs. Your program, is going to be recognized by the Pennsylvania Historical Society with an award for what did they call it? The Award for Excellence in Education and Public Programs. So that's, hopefully, a number of you will go down and see that, but it's a big deal. So that's 300 years of history quick. And now the man that's lived.
Well, I don't have much to say. But Stan Short approached me in the mid-'70s and told me that Robert Harrison, the owner of this house, who lived in that White House across the street, wanted the Historic Society to take this building over, to restore it and make use of it. And he was interested actually in giving it to the Historic Society. But his finances, his trust lawyers and so forth said, you can't do that. You've got to get something for it, for the trust. So things worked out, and eventually the township paid him a small amount, $10,000 for this house and 4.5 acres around it, which is a really big bargain. And that's about the last the township has had to do with this house, because they came to us and said, we want you to take it over and fix it up and maintain it. And that's what we have done. But Stan, drafted me, and I was happy because he and I were buddies, and he was in the police force. I better not turn him down. And so we took it over, and the first thing we did, we walked through here. You could stand in the basement and see the sky. It was very badly broken down. The roof was, very bad shape. There were hardly any windows or doors in the place, but it had a lot of promise. So first thing we did was to get the fire company over here with their extension ladder, and we climbed up there and put plywood out over the holes in the roof. That was fun. And then we got some other people to help us, and we got some donations, some volunteers, and applied for grants, money, to help us work on it. And that was successful eventually. And we then got a new roof installed. We did a lot of the work physically ourselves, like this room was just a mud floor when we took over. And there was no doorway into the kitchen over there. We had to chip our way through the wall to make the door usable. And of course, we poured concrete down here and then a carpet on it. And you've been through the house and seen the other old kitchen at the other end. That floor was also mud when we moved in here. And I can remember about 4 or 5 of us being in there one rainy night, shoveling mud out of that room, getting ready to accommodate a floor of some sort. Ended up to be a wooden floor, which is